cannot sleep, staring at the ceiling in the darkness, waiting for something to happen. And yet, I don't want it to be happening. I sat on the edge of my bed, breathing heavily. The temperature of the wind coming out of my chest is like fire. Have you ever had this feeling when you just you don't want to wake up? I'm waiting for a sound, a very unique sound. See, there is a reason for my feelings. It's because of that day. Although this day comes twice a year, but I hated it. And there it was. I heard the sound. The door was open. My mother came in and she said, "It is time." Put on my best coat and wearing my best cologne and got ready as it was the day of Eid. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not really a grumpy person. I enjoy Eid like most of the other people. But there's a reason for me not liking Eid in specific. And that reason is a shiny candy. You see, there's a story behind this candy. My father is a person who loved to tease people. And every single Eid, while my brothers and sisters, they will get money, gifts, toys, or what I'm getting is a shiny candy. Yeah, it's funny at the beginning, but once you're reaching the 300 times, that joke becomes really overrated. But that day, I decided to put an end into this. I was walking downstairs, and there he was, standing, waiting for me, holding in his hand a shiny candy. I didn't give him a chance. I grabbed it, and I told him, enough is enough. It's not funny anymore. I don't want this. This thing has to stop. It is Eid. You have to understand. And I burst outside the door. My father never spoke to me about this incident afterward. My father died the Eid after. At that Eid, I didn't get the shiny candy. Yes, it was sad, but I was happy. I took my kids and I went to visit my mom. And as soon as I entered, she was holding a shiny candy. What a candy is for me. And I told her, please, come on. This is really have to stop. The joke is not even funny anymore. She said, what do you mean? What joke? I told her this shiny candy thing. And I told her the story that happened between me and my dad. It was the first time seeing the eyes of my mom turning into red as an anger started covering her face. And she said with the very hard voice, sit down. You think this is a joke? You don't know what's the story behind this candy? Let me tell you. 20 years ago, in the days of Eid, we went to visit our relatives in Kuwait. As a welcoming, they had few dishes in front of them. One of the dishes had one piece of candy. You went reaching out for that candy. What's a candy for a child? Their son came and grabbed it being as mean as the other kids. You started to cry. Your father asked where he can get this candy. They told him, I'm sorry, we bring it from a place very, very far away. That night, you slept while having tears in your eyes. Your father didn't sleep while also having tears in his eyes. And he swore that for every Eid, he will present you with a shiny candy. Now, what does a candy mean to me? I wish if I can turn back time, taking that candy from my father and appreciate it. For not because what is it, but what lays behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, in your life, there is someone who's going to present you with a shiny candy, one way or another. A touch of hand, a hug, a nice word, or an advice. Let's take it. Appreciate it. Look beyond the shiny cover. Because maybe, just maybe, one day, the time will come when you will present your shiny candy to those who love. The question again, what does a candy mean to you? Thank you so much. I'm back.